All right, today we're going to be looking at how to do the fence project in the online version of Photoshop. So we're going to start this project a little bit differently than the seasons. We're not going to start with a blank template. We're going to start with the base, which is the fence photo. So I'm going to start by clicking Upload File, Upload from Computer. Then you need to know where your fence stuff is. So for me, I saved it on my desktop in a folder called Fence, and I'm going to choose the fence picture and click Open. Now you can see that I have my fence picture loaded in here and I have it listed over here as layer 1. So we have our fence picture, and what we're going to start doing is adding in the pictures that are going to go behind. Now you don't want these fence spaces on the chain link fence to be too small. Otherwise you're not going to be able to see your picture. So I'm going to come over here to the size and position, and I am actually going to drag my corners. And you can see that the canvas stays the same size, but the fence picture does get cropped. So I'm going to crop it so that they're a bit bigger like this, okay? Now I'm gonna open the File Explorer and go back to my fence folder. And I'm gonna go ahead and drag in my first picture to add it to my layers. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's try that one more time. Let's see. Let's try adding a layer. Why is it? Let's come off of that tool. Excuse me. There you go. It's because I had this layer selected. So if it's doing the same thing and being frustrating for you, just make sure you click off of that bottom layer and it will drop your picture in. So the first thing that we want to do is resize this picture, because obviously it's going to need to be a lot smaller. Okay. We don't have to have it perfect yet because we're going to move it around. So I'm going to choose which area I want this picture to be in. I think I want it to be in this general area. So the problem is right now, I can't see the fence. So I need to rearrange my layers and put the fence above it. Now I need to remove a portion of my fence so that I can see the picture that is behind it. So we're going to come over here to the left to the toolbar, and we are going to click the Select menu. Now over here you can see that you have some different options. So you have Object Selection, Select More, Select Less, some different advanced settings, okay? Selection Brush or Quick Selection. We're going to choose Quick Selection. And I can't quite remember. I think it was this one. But if I click inside this square, then I can see that it grabs this area. And if I try to click delete, it'll erase. So I clicked delete on my keyboard. It erased, and I can see this area behind it. Now I'm going to click deselect. I like the way that this is looking, but if I wanted to edit it, I could come over here and select this layer, change back to the Move tool, and if I change the size and the shape of my picture, I can change how it looks in the fence. Now, I want to add my next picture in, okay? So I'm going to click Done. I'm going to come back to my fence folder. I'm going to grab another image. I'm going to drop it in. Now, whoops, sorry about that. I'm going to Command Z that. You can see that my eye is behind here. One thing you can do if you want to try to be able to see and interact with things at a time is you can click Layer Properties and then click, sorry, that's my daughter, the opacity, and bring the opacity down so you can kind of see both at the same time. So I did not make sure I changed my layer, Oops, okay. Change my layer, and now I can move my eye. So what I just did right there, if you saw, I was having an issue with every time I clicked on the eye layer, it was automatically grabbing that top layer 1. So I came over here to the size and position menu, and it says auto select, and it was set on layer. So if I clicked, it was grabbing that top layer. But I changed it to none so that I could indicate over here which layer I wanted to move around. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drag this up here to a square or diamond shape that has a lot of clouds and things in it so that the colors are very different. I'm going to come over here and bring the opacity back up so you can see what I mean. So there's different shades inside of this diamond area on the fence. So if I come back over here to my select and I'm on quick selection and I click here, it still grabbed it pretty nicely. But what I want to show you guys is if it does not grab the entire square, which it's doing it really nicely here. But if you want to select less, like you accidentally got too many, okay, you can choose select less and then go in here and delete those parts, okay? Make sure you only have one diamond selected at a time. Hit the delete key. Now I can see that my picture underneath the fence is not framed correctly. I have this gap of white, so I need to fix that. So I'm going to click deselect. Come back over here to the move tool. Click on my eye layer and expand that out so I don't have the gap. Okay. We're going to repeat that process again, grabbing another picture. And we're going, oops. Okay. Grabbing another picture, dropping it in. Okay, so I have my city skyline. I need to rearrange my layers so that it's behind the fence layer. Now I'm going to change the opacity here so I can see my picture. You could also use the eye. So if you just want to turn the fence off for a minute, you can turn the fence off altogether. And then I'm just going to resize it kind of to an estimated area. Okay. Come back here to my fence layer, turn it back on. Grab my selection tool. Make sure it's set to quick selection. I know I'm kind of down here in this area, so I'm going to grab this one and delete. And now I've got part of it, but I need to make some edits to make sure it's nice and clean and I don't have these gaps. So I'm going to click back on my city, change back to size and position, expand and move just a bit. Okay. So you would keep going on this process, repeating the steps until you have added as many different pictures behind your fence that you want. Okay. So once you're done, in order to save it, you're going to come up here to the 3 lines in the top left corner, and you're going to click Save As. Okay. You're going to give it a name. And then you need to click All because you want to save it as a different, well, actually, I clicked the wrong one. So we're saving it. And then 3 lines. Export as, that's what it was. I apologize. So when you're ready to turn it into Schoology, export as. PNG is fine. You can also choose JPEG. You're going to call it your name and your fence. Save, and then that will save to your downloads and you can upload it to Schoology.